Life is unpredictable, and being ready for whatever comes your way isn't just smart, it's necessary. From surprise power outages to natural disasters that turn life upside down, emergencies can happen out of nowhere and catch families off guard. Whether a quick inconvenience or a full-blown crisis, a well-stocked essentials kit can make all the difference. Here are the essential survival items every family needs during a crisis. Starting off our list, we have paracords. This might sound a little random, but hear us out. This simple tool is an absolute lifesaver during climate disasters like hurricanes, tornadoes, floods, or even those endless power outages. Paracords originally created for military parachutes, are super strong yet lightweight ropes with a very useful benefit: a core of smaller strands inside that can be unraveled for all kinds of emergency fixes. Paracords can be used for families to tie down a tarp or secure a tent so they stay dry and protected. They can be used to tow or lift heavy branches and wreckage. Paracords can even be used as a makeshift bandage or splint. And when you're running low on clean water after a flood, paracords can hold together a DIY filter to make water drinkable. And if you need to start a fire for warmth or cooking, those inner strands can even double as tinder. Whether you're securing your gear, improvising tools, or solving unexpected problems, paracords are very essential for families in survival kits. Lightweight, durable, and versatile. And if you're looking for something a bit less practical, the item you should have is lasers. Lasers might not be the first thing that comes to mind when you think of survival gear, but they're way more useful than you'd expect. We're not talking about sci-fi blasters, we mean compact, handheld lasers that can be really useful during emergencies. First off, lasers are excellent for signaling during disasters like hurricanes, floods, or even when you're lost in the aftermath of a tornado. Their beams can make it easier for rescue teams to locate you. In prolonged power outages, they're a great tool to communicate with others, especially when cell service or radios fail. Lasers can also help you deter wildlife if you're stranded in nature and dealing with unwanted visitors. Plus, they're useful for marking locations, like leaving a visible signal to show where supplies or safe spots are in chaotic situations. Lasers might seem like an unusual pick, but they're a small, lightweight addition to your kit with a big potential to save the day when things get tough. Next on our list, we have fire-starting flint. You can probably already guess how handy this little gadget is in a natural disaster. When a hurricane, tornado, or prolonged power outage leaves you without modern comforts like a stove or heater, a reliable way to start a fire is essential. Flint is a very useful tool when it comes to creating fire. With just a quick scrape, you can generate sparks to ignite dry leaves, twigs, or even some prepared tinder. Unlike lighters or matches, it doesn't run out of fuel or fail in wet conditions, making it a dependable option in situations like floods or damp post-storm environments. Plus, flint is super lightweight and easy to carry, so you just throw it in your survival kit and forget about it until you really need it. When the power's out and the weather's not cooperating, this simple tool can literally be a lifesaver, giving you fire wherever and whenever you need it. It's really vital. And we have some more essential items for you, like having a whistle. Whistles might seem like a small, simple tool, but they're incredibly valuable in an emergency, especially for families. Imagine the chaos during a natural disaster like a hurricane, tornado, or flood. Loud winds, crashing debris, or general panic can make it nearly impossible to hear someone yelling for help. That's where whistles come in. Giving each family member their own whistle ensures everyone has a reliable way to signal their location if they get separated. A loud, shrill whistle can cut through noise far better than a voice and requires much less energy, critical when you're stressed or exhausted. They're also useful for grabbing the attention of rescue teams or alerting others to danger, even in low-visibility situations like heavy rain or smoke. Whistles are lightweight, durable, and easy to attach to clothing, backpacks, or even wristbands, so they can always be within reach. It's a small addition to your emergency kit, but one that can make a huge difference in keeping your family connected and safe during a crisis. And then there's what we'll describe simply as a signaling mirror. A signaling mirror might not seem like a big deal, but in an emergency it can be a literal lifesaver. This compact tool is designed to reflect sunlight and send flashes of light over long distances, making it a must-have in your survival kit. Whether you're stranded after a hurricane, lost during a tornado evacuation, or stuck in a flood zone, the signaling mirror helps you get noticed when it matters most. The best part, these mirrors are effective even when rescue teams are far away. The reflected flashes can be seen from miles out, day or night, and they're particularly useful in wide open areas like during floods or in rural zones where you might not have much else to signal with. Using a signaling mirror is simple. Aim it toward the light source and reflect the beam in the direction of rescuers, aircraft, or other help. It's a tiny, powerful tool that can make a huge difference in ensuring your family is spotted and saved during a crisis. Coming in at number 6 on our list is an all-purpose knife. An all-purpose knife is one of those survival items that just makes sense. No overthinking involved. Whether you're dealing with the aftermath of a hurricane, tornado, flood, or even a lengthy power outage, this trusty tool will come in handy for a lot of families more times than you can count. If you need to cut through rope, open a stubborn can of food, or carve wood for a fire, your knife's got it covered. It can also slice through tangled debris after a storm. And let's be real, it's not just useful, it's one of those items that makes you feel a little cooler just carrying it around. So throw one in your bag and rest easy knowing you've got a tool that can handle just about anything a disaster throws at you. Moving on with our list of essential survival items every family needs during a crisis, we have head torches. When the lights go out or a disaster leaves you in the dark, a head torch is a game changer. It's the ultimate hands-free lighting solution, allowing you to see clearly while keeping both hands free to manage other tasks. Whether you're navigating debris after a storm, setting up camp, or trying to locate supplies in the middle of the night, a head torch will light the way without you needing to hold a flashlight. In situations like hurricanes, floods, or power outages, a head torch provides reliable, constant light without draining your phone battery or requiring a bulky lantern. Plus, it's lightweight and easy to wear, leaving you free to move around while still seeing what's ahead. Most head torches come with adjustable settings, so you can choose between a bright beam for long distances or a softer light for close-up tasks. Compact, hands-free, and durable, a head torch is one of those items that you'll be grateful for in a survival kit. Now, gradually approaching the end of our list, we have an item that's just as important as any of the previously mentioned survival essentials: pepper spray. In a crisis, you and your family's safety is a top priority, and pepper spray is a powerful yet portable way to protect yourself. When you're dealing with looters during a disaster or simply trying to ward off aggressive wildlife, pepper spray gives you a quick and effective means of self-defense. Its strong, irritating formula can cause temporary blindness, severe discomfort, and even breathing difficulty, which gives you enough time to escape or call for help. Pepper spray is small, lightweight, and easy to carry in your bag or even on your keychain, making it an ideal addition to your survival kit. And unlike firearms or other defense tools, it's non-lethal and less likely to escalate a situation. Plus, you don't have to be close to an attacker to use it. Just a quick spray in the direction of a threat can neutralize it for long enough to put some distance between you and the danger. In uncertain times, it's always a good idea to have a means of protection, and pepper spray is a simple, effective way to ensure you're ready if trouble arises. Moving on then, let's see just how important a GPS locator beacon is during a family survival experience. When disaster strikes, be it a raging fire, a powerful hurricane, a tornado tearing through your area, or an unexpected power outage, staying found can be one of the toughest challenges. That's where a GPS locator beacon comes in handy. It's a small, life-saving device that can help rescue teams find you even when all else fails. In a storm or during a flood, visibility is often poor and roads can get washed out or blocked. The beacon's GPS signal can send your exact coordinates to rescuers, even if you're in the middle of nowhere. It's like having a personal beacon that ensures you're not left in the dark, literally. During long power outages when communication lines are down and cell service is spotty, a GPS beacon is a huge advantage. It's a simple, reliable way to get noticed and make sure help knows exactly where to go. Plus, it's super easy to use, just activate it and the beacon does the rest, sending out signals that help you get found fast. Now, if you're someone who prefers self-defense skills to evading tactics, then this next one is for you: a Kubotan. In natural disasters, the Kubotan can be a useful self-defense tool, even if it's not the first thing you might think of. Here's how it can come in handy. In natural disasters, the Kubotan can be used for personal protection. When chaos unfolds after events like hurricanes, floods, or tornadoes, situations can quickly escalate, and people may become stressed or desperate. Whether you're navigating crowded evacuation zones, dealing with looters, or simply trying to maintain some personal space in a tense environment, the Kubotan allows you to defend yourself quickly and discreetly without attracting much attention. Additionally, if you find yourself in an area where wildlife becomes more aggressive due to habitat disruption, the Kubotan can serve as a non-lethal way to deter animals and protect yourself. While it's not something you'd necessarily use in every emergency, having a Kubotan on hand during uncertain times can give you a sense of security and help you stay safe when things go haywire. Coming in at number 11, we've got solar mylar blankets. Solar blankets are shiny, space-age-looking blankets that look like they belong on a NASA mission, but in reality, they're very useful in a crisis. Whether you're dealing with fires, hurricanes, tornadoes, or those never-ending power outages, these little wonders are going to keep your family safe when you need it most. When a storm knocks out the power or cold sets in after a crazy heat wave or wildfire, you can rely on a mylar blanket to trap and reflect your body heat, keeping you toasty even when the world feels cold. They're incredibly lightweight, compact, and take up hardly any space in your emergency kit or backpack, so you won't even notice you have one until you're huddling for warmth and grateful you packed it. Plus, in a disaster, mylar blankets are like instant signaling devices. The reflective surface can catch the sunlight or light from rescue teams, making you visible from a distance. Whether you're stuck in a shelter, lost in the aftermath of a storm, or waiting for help, this little reflective lifesaver has your back, making sure you stay warm and seen. Lastly, on our list of essential items every family needs to survive a crisis, we have insecticides. In the midst of a hurricane, flood, or power outage, the last thing you need is a swarm of mosquitoes or other pesky bugs adding to the chaos. That's where insect repellent comes in. After a storm or flood, standing water is a prime breeding ground for insects, making bug bites a real nuisance and sometimes a health hazard. A good insect repellent keeps you protected from mosquitoes, ticks, and other biting insects that can carry diseases, which is especially important in areas where sanitation and clean water are limited. It's not just about the bugs. When you're dealing with a prolonged power outage, bugs tend to come out at night, and having repellent on hand ensures you can keep the peace so you're not scratching and swatting all night long. Pack a small bottle of insecticide and you'll be good to go even when bugs come out to play. That's all for this video. Essential survival items every family needs during a crisis. Which of these do you think is the most important? Let us know in the comments section and enjoy our other videos.